something strange is happening with Donald Trump, and this time it's not about Stormy Daniels or another courtroom outburst. It's about his body. A bizarre bulge, cautious steps, and the growing online theory that the ex-president's perfect health story is falling apart. Internet investigators are connecting the dots, and what they found could explain a lot about his sudden panic to push policies at lightning speed. Let's start where the speculation exploded, at his arrival in South Korea, when the cameras caught something that immediately set off alarm bells. I'm going to read directly from an article by Y. Kyles. Recognize the cankles, but what's this? Trump's strange bulge and stumbling steps have viewers calling BS on that MRI. It's been days since Donald Trump touched down in South Korea, but one moment from his arrival still has people talking. A 30-second clip of the 79-year-old exiting Air Force One has been replayed countless times, with viewers zeroing in on the president's slow, careful steps. Aaron Rupar commented, Trump gingerly goes down the Air Force One steps after landing in South Korea. And the Daily Beast had a report of their own with the headline, Trump 79 grips railing for dear life while descending Air Force One steps. That single clip launched a wave of theories. Why was Trump suddenly walking like a fragile man, clutching the rail as if his life depended on it? And then, in classic Trump fashion, he unintentionally fueled the speculation himself, bragging about his slow-motion stair routine.
And I have to be careful, because one day I'm going to probably fall. No, the North Carolina women said that will never happen to you. I always say, walk down the steps nice and slow. You ever notice I do nice? I don't have to bop down the stairs. Walk nice and slowly.
For a 79-year-old, nice and slow isn't bad advice. But this wasn't confidence. It looked like limitation. And then came the moment that pushed online sleuth into overdrive. That same Y. Kyle's article documents the theory that what we're seeing isn't just a clumsy walk, it's medical equipment. Back in June, Trump was photographed alongside professional mixed martial artist Kayla Harrison at the UFC 316 event in New Jersey. A particular photo of the MAGA chief wearing Harrison's bantamweight championship belt around his waist inspired internet sleuths to theorize that Trump had a tube inserted into his bladder. Alice Vaughn posted, Trump is absolutely wearing a Foley catheter. It's a tube inserted into the bladder to drain urine into a bag strapped to the leg. That line down his pants? Not a crease. It's tubing. Every step he takes sounds like the sloshing of a warm Capri Sun. So yes, people online are convinced that Trump's signature baggy suits might be hiding something more than bad tailoring. And the evidence keeps piling up. Awkward leg movements, smaller staircases, and medical professionals noticing patterns they recognize from real patients. Which brings us to this next part, and it's where things get even more revealing.
Do you see what I saw when Trump was doing his very cringe-worthy dance in Malaysia? Check this out. Here's the view the Associated Press did not show you. Look at his legs. Notice on his legs, there's something that's protruding underneath his pants.
The president is now using a smaller set of stairs to get on and off of Air Force One so that the public won't notice he's had a stroke. This is the usual set of stairs that he uses to get to the top door. There's way more steps on it, and it's easier to fall if you've got health issues. When someone's had a stroke, it can involve paralysis of the peroneal nerve, or more specifically, the deep branch of the common peroneal nerve, which supplies a muscle known as the tibialis anterior, which actually bends your foot up toward your head during your walking. This is known as dorsiflexion. If this nerve is paralyzed, you get what's called foot drop. This can be easily remedied with a brace called an AFO, or an ankle foot orthosis, which the president was most likely wearing right here. If you look closely at his pants, you can see the outline of the posterior portion of what looks like an AFO. When walking on flat ground and you have foot drop, it can be easy to catch your toe on the ground as you swing your leg through and cause yourself to fall. And it's even more risky to have to go up a big-ass set of stairs if you've got foot drop. Another president recently made the change to the smaller set of stairs as well. That would be one Joe Biden, because his health was also failing, and the White House was lying about that for roughly 2 years. So miss me with the what about Biden takes. I'm a physical therapist with a doctorate in my field and 14 years experience in home healthcare, treating geriatric patients just like Joe Biden and Donald Trump. I know what the I'm talking about. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Now, it's important to separate rumor from reality, but here's the truth. Trump's own words and body language tell a story his campaign desperately wants to hide. This is the man who once boasted that his health was exceptional, that he had the stamina of a 25-year-old, and that his doctor called him in extraordinary physical condition. Yet every new sighting paints a different picture. And remember, This is the same candidate who mocks Joe Biden for showing signs of age, while literally gripping railings for dear life. His obsession with appearing strong has always been political theater, but lately, it looks more like fear. Fear that time is catching up faster than the polls. Whatever Trump is hiding, whether it's a brace, a catheter, or something else entirely, one thing is certain. The man who built his identity on invincibility is crumbling in real time. His campaign's rush to roll out extremist economic plans and slash-and-burn policies might not be strategy, it might be desperation. If this truly is a cover-up, it wouldn't just be about vanity, it would be about power. Because when your political survival depends on pretending you're indestructible, the last thing you can afford is a limp, a brace, or the truth. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay informed, because democracy depends on sunlight, and we're here to shine it.